No one knows what happened during the 3 days Christ was in hell. I have experienced it. The men of yore said that he had preached to the deceased. What they say is true, but do you know how this happened? It was folly and monkey business, an atrocious hell's masquerade of the holiest mysteries. How else could Christ have saved his Antichrist? Read the unknown books of the ancients, and you will learn much from them. Notice that Christ did not remain in hell, but rose to the heights in the beyond. Our conviction of the value of the good and beautiful has become strong and unshakable. That is why life can extend beyond this and still fulfill everything that lay bound and yearning. But the bound and yearning is also the hateful and the bad. Are you again indignant about the hateful and the bad? Through this, you can recognize how great are their force of value for your life. Do you think that it is dead in you? But this dead can also change into serpents. These serpents will extinguish the prince of your days. Do you see what beauty and joy overcame men when the depths unleashed this greatest war? And yet it was a frightful beginning. If we do not have the depths, how do we have the heights? Yet you fear the depths and do not want to confess that you are afraid of them. It is good, though, that you fear yourselves. Say it out loud that you are afraid of yourselves. It is wisdom to fear oneself. Only the heroes say that they are fearless. But you know what happens to the hero. With fear and trembling, looking around yourselves with mistrust, go thus into the depths, but do not do this alone. 2 or more is greater security, since the depths are full of murder. Also secure yourselves the way of retreat. Go cautiously, as if you were cowards, so that you preempt the soul murderers. The depths would like to devour you whole and choke you in mud. He who journeys to hell becomes hell. Therefore do not forget from whence you came. The depths are stronger than us. So do not be heroes. Be clever and drop the heroics, since nothing is more dangerous than to play the hero. The depths want to keep you. They have not returned very many up to now, and therefore men fled from the depths and attacked them. What if the depths, due to the assault, now change themselves into death? But the depths indeed have changed themselves into death. Therefore, when they awoke, they inflicted 1,000-fold death. We cannot slay death, as we have already taken all life from it. If we still want to overcome death, then we must enliven it. Therefore, on your journey, be sure to take golden cups full of sweet drink of life, red wine, and give it to dead matter, so that it can win life back. The dead matter will change into black serpents. Do not be frightened. The serpents will immediately put out the sun of your days, and a night with wonderful will-o'-the-wisps will come over you. Take pains to waken the dead. Dig deep mines and throw in sacrificial gifts, so that they reach the dead. Reflect in good heart upon evil. This is the way to ascent. But before the ascent, everything is night and hell. What do you think of the essence of hell? Hell is when the depths come to you with all that you no longer are and are not yet capable of. Hell is when you can no longer attain what you could attain. Hell is when you must think and feel and do everything that you know you do not want. Hell is when you know that your having to is also a wanting to, and that you yourself are responsible for it. Hell is when you know that everything serious that you have planned with yourself is also laughable, and that everything fine is also brutal, and that everything good is also bad, that everything high is also low, and that everything pleasant is also shameful. Hell, but a cheerful heaven, not a heaven in itself, but in this respect a heaven, and in that respect a hell. That is the ambiguity of God. He is born from a dark ambiguity and rises to a bright ambiguity. Unequivocalness is simplicity and leads to death, but ambiguity is the way of life. If the left foot does not move, then the right one does, and you move. The God wills this. You say, the Christian God is unequivocal, he is love. But what is more ambiguous than love? Love is the way of life, but your love is only on the way of life if you have a left and a right. Nothing is easier than to play at ambiguity, and nothing is more difficult than living ambiguity. He who plays is a child. His God is old and dies. He who lives is awakened. His God is young and goes on. He who plays hides from the inner death. He who lives feels the going onward and immortality. So leave the play to the players. There is a true love that does not concern itself with neighbors.